What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the Sports Syndicate, where data meets dollars. How's everybody doing? God bless you all. I hope you all had a great day, a great evening yesterday, and we got the NHL model up on deck. So we got a lot of games on the NHL. Let's count them up. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 games tonight. A lot of money out here. I remember in the court, my man was like, it's a lot of money over there. Don't nobody mess with it. They don't know what they dealing with. They don't know how to do it. So I'm like, all right, let's see. In that same day, I hit a first goal. And then yesterday we hit a first goal. And it's just amazing how, you turn something from pen and paper and turn it into something like this. So let's get into it. Let's go through it. Show y'all what y'all looking at. All right, so right now we're in the simulation phase. So I did have it at 30. I cut it back down to 10. I didn't want so much noise. So we dropped it down to 10. So we do 10,000 simulations on the games. And when you see the status over here that says dog, it's telling you as the bettor that, there's really no good side here. There's no edge. Yesterday we had Winnipeg with the edge. They lost. So of course, when I see certain variances like that, then I go back to the drawing board and see where I made a mistake, because we shouldn't have a large projection in a short window. Anyway, let's get into it, man. Y'all here for the picks. Y'all don't want the science. Y'all want the picks, right? So win by 2 plus probability. This is just a percentage if that team will win by 2, the likelihood of that happening, which is rare, but it does happen. These are expected score, the points projected in each matchup, or rather each side. Left side is the home team, right side is the away team. So in this situation, you have Philly and Montreal. So you got Montreal to win this game against the Flyers, okay? And Montreal is at home. So let's just use that as an example. And we go over to goalies. Here's the goalie projections, the save projections for each team. All right, the win probability based on the goalie's projection, whether or not the goalie is, if he's decent, then you'll have a higher level. So we was looking at Montreal and Philly. So let's go back and look at that. This lineup here. Where's Montreal and Philly? I don't see Montreal. Let's go down more. All right. They don't pop out to me just yet. There we go. Montreal. Here's Montreal. Okay, here's Philly. All right, so here's Montreal and Philly. So we suspected that Montreal will win, but based on their goalie performance, it has that the win probability based on the goalies, Montreal fails in that category. All right. So then when we go over to synergy, this is the core of the, as you see, core goalie and skater correlation. All right. And these are weak teams, and these are moderate or strong. So let's go look at Montreal, for example. Montreal core goalie and their skater core is weak. Phillies is moderate, right? So in this point, it's like, okay, I got a clear signal here, but the model's telling me to stay away from all of them. But anyway, I'm just explaining to y'all. So when we do get an edge, I'll show it to you, and it'll be a lot more favorable. But the team win probability is Philly, because the win probability here is Montreal 0.42. And of course, out of 100%, the other, 58% would lean towards Philly. All right. Then we go to goalies, and that would make sense because the goalies are, the win probability is higher for Philly in this case. Then when we go over to synergy, obviously Philly has a higher synergy as far as core. So actually the call is the 76ers reading the model. My apologies. All right. Going over to skaters. This is the full skater projection. This is the projection when I want to look up any skater on today's slate. I'll just go through that list and find a particular skater. Eventually, I'll put the search in here so I can just easily search for that player and their name will pop up. What's the next thing? First goal. Here's the first goal projections. Here's all the players per team to get the first goal. All right, you can just pause it when you see the team. How you read it is like this: Montreal, Philly, go through the list, find the highest number. That's your first goal scorer. All right, this is not to get a goal in the game. This is strictly first goal scorer. Anything over basically like a 4.2 is worth taking a look at or putting it under evaluation. All right. So we're going to continue scrolling down so I can give you all the rest of the games. All right. So that's the Edmonton game. This is the Washington and Minnesota game. This is the, I guess that's San Jose Sharks and those teams, you know, the Calvary, Colorado, Seattle, and these are the projections. All right, guys. So these are all your first basket scorers. First goal scorers for tonight. We hit yesterday, so if y'all want to play, y'all can play it again. I'm not telling you it's going to win, but we got for the number one goal to get a first goal tonight, the top man. Well, he's really not. Is he the top man? He's the top man. All right. Now, anytime we pick the top man, we hit. All right. We damn near crush it. All right. So here's the top man. We got Travis Mitchell as the top first goal scorer. And he's going to have, look, his shots on goal is 1.81. That's crazy, too, because I think I picked Ryman to have 2 shots on goal. I think he ended with like 1 shot on goal, 1 goal, and that was it. Like, that was it. I was like, oh, my God, are you serious? How does that happen? So, anyway, that's what transpired there. Moving on, I gave you all that. Here's the prop dashboard. This is where I make my cake. This is where the eggs meets the milk and the flour right here. All right, so as you can see here, I can search the EV on Logan Cooley, for his points, right? So I just switch over to points. Let's say it's 2.5. I don't really know what his line is right now. For 2.5 goals, it's probably, let's say, plus 265. We evaluate that, and it's minus 5.4. His true probability should be 354. So we don't have an edge here, so we're not going to get it. Let's say the line priced it at plus 600. Now we got an edge, but the edge is still small, plus 7 versus the books per unit. You know, every dollar you bet, you get 50 cents. So it's really not a play. Now let's say that line was at 1,800, compute EV. Now we got a 16.7% edge. We're taking that bet. Fair odds is 354. The books odds 1,800. Implied 5.3%. Edge is us. So I can easily find edge play. It just takes so long for me to go through the model and go through the model and go through the model to find those edge plays. All right. We're going to go through each team. We got probably like 20 teams, but I'm just going to go through each team so you can see. I'm going to reduce. These are the best players for each team, and I'm going to take it to 35 so y'all can get it. 30. All right, that's cool. All right, these are the top players for each team who might show up and show out for them. You're going to have point projections, everything you need. Now, on the far left, what you see right there is goals. Those are the top 10 players that's expected to get goals. Underneath that, right here, is the top shots on goals, the top players to actually get their line, hit their line, and get those shots on goal. Okay, guys? This is the ultimate prop predictor. All right? It's already proven to be profitable. You know, y'all see it in the Discord. I don't need to express it. I don't need to discuss any type of nothing. Y'all see it in the Discord, and you know that's how it rolls. So we're gonna try to get that NBA first basket hit. We're gonna try to pair it up with this one, and we're gonna see how we do. I'm gonna scroll down to points so y'all guys can see points. And then, but right now I'm just going to keep scrolling through the teams. I might put a scroller in here like I did in baseball, so you can it'll just scroll through the top players. And then that way I can just explain the model more and not have to move them out so much. But here's all the players. You can pause it. You see their names, just type it into, hopefully you have a search engine like that for whatever sports book you use. And you can just type players' names and you can get results, and then you can bet their lines, as you can see in the far right. All right, let's go back to all. Bang. Boop. All right, here's all, and we're going to just scroll down here. And here's all your point guys right here. All you guys expect to get points. It is tiered, mainly for my eyes to be like, okay, that's what I want to bet. This is what I don't want to bet. And over here, it's the same for goals, elite. You want to kind of stay with, and look at this. Look how many elites is in this list. That's because we got so many games, and the confidence 92, 89. Bro, we about to eat tonight. Should I feast tonight? Who knows? Does the lion feel like coming out of the cage? Here's your assist projections. As you see, some of them are risky, but also when I went through the team list here, I think we don't have assist in here. I'll put assist in here. I thought that's what I did, but I guess I didn't. I'll put assist in this area, but I know I did do it in the full projections. Here's assist projection. So I'll add it to the prop dashboard so we can see that. But here's all the assists for each team. If you guys are into assists, you can just pause it. I'll just scroll down here and you can pause it at any point. But I only wanted to make the video 10 minutes, so I'll just give you all these first few games. God bless you all. It's the Sports Syndicate. We are out.